Hello, everybody. My name is Eli Hollingsworth, and welcome back to Against the Current and the Chosen podcast, where today we've got some breaking news and an update directly from Dallas Jenkins about when The Chosen Season 4 is going to be coming to streaming. And unfortunately, happens to be bad news. The bad news is that they're still working out a lot of legal issues with The Chosen when it comes to streaming and other places. So, like, if you want to see it on Amazon Prime, I know the first 3 seasons of The Chosen are available on, like, Amazon Prime. There's some available on Peacock and Netflix and all these other streaming services. So I think they're working at the legal logistics of that to get those out to those streaming platforms as quickly as possible. So the good news is the Chosen app, it should be coming out as soon as they possibly can. He made that very clear from this video, and the legal stuff does not just have to do with the streaming side to where they're trying to get this onto other platforms such as Netflix, Peacock, Amazon Prime, that kind of thing. It also happens to be with how they can keep the show free, he said, and he said he can't give any details, which is, fine, but they're trying to make sure that they can keep the show free and easy to watch for as long as possible. And he reminded us about, the fact that the show is crowdfunded. It doesn't have a big company behind it. It's not a TV show that's just having money poured into it, millions and millions of dollars just writing these checks. It is crowdfunded, and this show, just think about how The Chosen has grown. When it first started, even before season 1 came out, it broke all the records for the crowdfunded streaming shows ever, or just crowdfunded projects in general. Before the first season even came out, it broke all those records. It was the highest grossing crowdfunded show ever, and that's just because a show of this size and of this magnitude, that is, The Chosen literally is one of the most popular shows in the world right now. And the crowdfunding, structure just has never been forced to support a show of this magnitude before. God used Dallas Jenkins' loaves and fish that he provided with making this show, and then now it is multiplied with God's impossible math, as Dallas says. Just so many people, hundreds of millions of people, and they're trying to reach 1 billion people with the authentic Jesus. But unfortunately, this crowdfunded method is having to adjust and adapt, and they're breaking new ground, completely new ground in this arena of the crowdfunding business model. They had to split off from Angel Studios. They made their own company. They had to have the Come and See Foundation started with their company motto is to help 1 billion people experience the authentic Jesus and get The Chosen out to as many people as possible with the crowdfunding method and with crowdfunding and getting translated into different languages. So just it's having to adapt and change, and it's all growing and everybody's learning. So the bad news is The Chosen Season 4 will not be available on the app as soon as we were expecting. Now, they didn't give any dates before this, so they just said it's taking a little longer than expected, which is completely fine. And I think that Dallas kind of hinted we should maybe expect to see. Yeah, I'm not going to say this because he didn't say this, so I'm not going to confirm this, but we might be seeing the episodes by the end of the month in any capacity. And there is another option if you go to comeandsee.net/church to where you can sign up your church to get early access to Season 4. I think it's starting on March 12th. And then in the following weeks, there will be more episodes that you can screen for your church, which is very exciting to me. I might try to get my church to do this, even though there's quite a few people in my church who don't like The Chosen. So I don't know. I mean, it's pretty controversial in anywhere. Unfortunately, with the way people are, that's just how it works. So I don't know if my church would do this, but if you want to sign up or talk to your pastor, or, if you're a part of a church and get your church to screen The Chosen, you can see them, soon and watch them with your local community, which is awesome. I think that's a brilliant idea. That actually is very exciting to me. So that is good news. But people who want to watch The Chosen at home, who weren't able to go see it in theaters, for whatever reason, there's a number of reasons why people weren't able to go see it in theaters. Those people are not going to be able to see it for a little bit longer than was originally intended. But yet again, we didn't have release dates originally. But the good news is the rate that the episodes are coming out, the rate that they will be releasing is twice as fast as it was for Season 3. If you don't remember, for Season 3, episodes released one a week. There was a live stream on YouTube once a week to release the new episodes into the Chosen app. This time, there's going to be twice a week. There's going to be 2 episodes a week, which is very exciting. A global live stream hosted on The Chosen's YouTube page and in the Chosen app is going to be commemorating the release of a new episode at any given time, and that is very exciting. So the bad news is the episodes, we still don't have a release date. We've just now heard that it's going to take a little longer than expected, and we still don't know when that is. I would hope for by the end of this month we might get something but it's looking likely like it might not even start until early next month, which I know is very disheartening for some people, but I hope that, me as someone who's already seen the episodes and like, it's sad, but I really do feel for the people who want to see it. I have friends who didn't want to go see it in theaters, and Dallas did even mention that there might be re-releasing the episodes in theaters later this month at a discounted rate. So if you didn't want to afford, or if you couldn't afford to go see it in theaters last month, you could go see it in theaters this month at a discounted rate, which is awesome. And I think that'll help much more people see it. Or if you missed some episodes, you weren't able to see it. I know people who weren't able to go see it in the theater because most people just quite frankly don't care, enough to go see it. It's not that they don't care. It's that, being in the theater is a big ask for a TV show. So most people, even people who love the show, I know people who love the show and just didn't want to go see it in theaters, and that's fine. Maybe you can go check it out at a discounted rate later this month. Be sure to check your local listings for that, and check thechosenriseup.com and check thechosen.tv for updates on all of this stuff. All of that stuff is going to be updated there. But Dallas just released a video talking about that today. And this is sad news, but I mean, there's some exciting things around the corner. And it's not that sad because they still, again, didn't announce or release date yet. So we still don't know when it's going to come out, but we do know it's longer than it was originally expected. So, just make of that what you will. And I hope everyone will be understanding of Dallas and the team because, like I said, the crowdfunding business model is just so much more than that was meant for. They're constantly having to readjust and replan. They had to start this whole other nonprofit business company to be able to afford the show, to afford to keep it free, because they're the only, if not, they're one of, if not the only show that is completely free, completely easy to watch, no subscription, no payment required. And he did also mention you can pay to see the whole season at once when they start releasing it in the app. So, that's pretty cool. So, listen, here's the bottom line. I know that this is troubling, and I know that this is sad for those who haven't seen the episodes of Season 4 yet and want to see them as quickly as possible. I know that this is sad news, that it's not going to come out as quickly as we anticipated, but, still know that it is still basically right around the corner. If you are so willing to see them as soon as possible, you will be able to see them soon. I know that's a word we hear a lot, but it's not the worst news in my opinion. I think it's still fine, and I think that everybody has waited this long, it is worth it. By the way, if you haven't seen season 4 is epic, and it is worth the wait. So just trust that. I know it is frustrating, but The Chosen also is frustrated by this too. And they're still trying to figure these things out. And there's no one who wants to get the show out to us, like Dallas said, more than the Chosen team. They want us to see this show, and they want us to experience it because it is an incredible season of television. So, just be patient a little longer. But what do you think of this news? How excited are you to see Season 4? If you haven't yet, did you check it out in theaters? What did you think about it? Let me know all that good stuff down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you watch other videos and stay updated on everything relating to The Chosen Season 4 and 5, 6, 7, all of that great stuff. So, I'll see you guys in my next video. Binge Jesus.